Hey, what's up everybody? The Fish Tank Guy here, and welcome to another entry in my Saltwater Rookie Series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 29-gallon Biocube and giving you guys a brief update of how things are going in the tank. This is the January 2016 update, and I've added a couple things to the tank, and I have a couple things to note, so I figured I'd make a quick update and show you guys what's going on. All right, so firstly, you may have noticed in the previous video that I had a lot of purple algae on my rockwork. That was cyanobacteria, and going through and trying to diagnose the problem, there were a couple things that I did to help get rid of it. And if you can see now, the tank looks pretty good. The sand is pretty clean. All the rocks are pretty clean. And I'm going to make a separate video because I know a lot of people struggle with cyanobacteria at one point or another when working with a saltwater aquarium. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that in a separate video, but that's one thing I just wanted to make a note of in this one. So as usual, I'm going to go around to each of the coral just to give you guys a quick look at them, tell you what's new, and that'll be that. All right, so here we go. We've got our Kenya tree. It's looking good right there. We got our acan. It's looking okay. It's got a couple white spots on it from an issue I had with some Purigen, which I will talk about in a moment, but it's recovering nicely, so everything's looking good there. Frog spawn, looking nice as always. Got our cabbage leather, which is full and blooming, I will say. In the back there, we've got the Monty sort of spreading across the rocks, which is really cool looking. I'm going to skip over that guy for a minute. Back there, you'll see my Zoa colony. Why is it in the back, you ask? Well, I'm actually going to get rid of it. The cyno sort of grew on top of it and took a lot of the Zoa heads out. Knocked them out. They fell off. Plus, I've kind of realized that they aren't the prettiest looking Zoas, so I'm just going to take them out anyway. All right. Back there, I've got the Incredible Hulk SPF, which is doing well. You'll see some white spots on it. Again, that is from something I'll talk about in a moment. Back there, the GSP is doing good on that rock. I need to throw some of my hermits on that rock to clean it off because it's getting kind of gnarly looking, but GSP is doing okay back there. Back there's my hammer coral. Looking good. Hey, what's up, Raylan? How you doing, buddy? Look at your close-up. Look at your close-up. Oh, he's so cute. All right, enough of that business. Okay, here are the mushrooms. Looking good in the middle. You can see they're spreading. There's quite a few behind the main big one now. All right, whoop, other way here. Down there, we've got the original red Monty, which is, look at it, it's huge at this point. I might have to frag it off because I don't really want it to grow all the way down to the sand. Okay, here we've got our toadstool leather, looking good. We have our Australian purple torch / frog spawn variant. The guy I bought it from told me it was an Australian purple torch. Some people have told me it's like a variant of frog spawn, so I don't really know at this point, but it's looking pretty good. Down here we have a purple Monty. That's one of the newer additions to the tank. It's grown a little bit. It's getting there. And in the middle, we've got our plate coral. Another one of my original coral. Also looking good, doing well. Okay. Now you may have noticed I skipped a coral. Oh, I skipped this guy right here, my candy cane. I skipped my green candy cane because do you see anything wrong with it? Yikes, I do. There are a few heads that are gonzo. So, in a nutshell, what happened is that I recharged my Purigen, put it back in the tank. After having it in the tank for a couple hours, I noticed some of my coral were closing. So I yanked it out of there quick, and this was the result. I lost a few heads on my candy cane coral, which I was really bummed out about, but if that was the worst that happened, which that was the worst that happened, it wasn't too terrible. And the reason I had that issue was because I was sort of rushing. I had a lot going on at the time, and I simply didn't flush out the Purigen good enough after as a part of the recharging process. I didn't swish it around, so I have a feeling that while the prime dechlorinator did its job on most of the Purigen, because I didn't swish it around in the prime, it didn't get to all the beads of Purigen, and then when I put it in the tank and was running water through it, it was introducing some chlorine into the tank, which was bad news bears. So that is why there are a few heads missing there. Now, let's talk about a couple new things, okay? We've got this dope looking Monty with purple polyps all over it. Pretty cool, right? And we also have this number that it's turned around, so you're looking at the part that's not completely covering the frag there. I'm not really sure what this is, so I could use your help on this, guys. Somebody said it was a favia, but I don't necessarily believe so. And I'm getting a closer up view of it. It's got little green centers that look really nice under the nightlight LEDs. Whoops, too close. Okay, now you guys might be wondering, why are those in the sand? Well, I think my coral glue I've had it for too long because it's not doing a very good job of holding my coral in place. I tend to, I've been putting them up, and a day or two later they'll be falling off because a hermit would crawl over top of them and the glue wouldn't hold. So I'm going to be placing the two. I'm going to be placing the one piece like right here-ish somewhere, that Monty with the purple polyps, and this guy, I'm going to be placing that. I got to clean my glass a little there. I'm going to be placing that right around there because it's a slow grower. The acan's a slow grower. They're not going to run into each other for a long time. And last but not least, I know I'm getting long-winded. We've got a cool looking acan up here. The guy who sold it to me told me it was a chalice. I don't buy it. It's got sweeper tentacles that come out at night. They're little short ones, little short ones, just like my orange acan. But it's a cool looking acan with some like greens and blues and oranges. So that is the third addition to the Biocube. So at this point, guys, I'm getting pretty maxed out on what I can add. I don't really think I can add too much more, but I'll keep giving you updates because things are going to keep growing. The tank will keep evolving. It's been up for about 1.5 years now, and I'm really happy with it. It looks really great. I enjoy taking care of it. I enjoy keeping it clean. All the fish are happy. Ron's doing his thing down there. Raylan and Winona are swimming around like they usually do. What up, crew? And then JD is over here. He's a loner. That's okay, though. Loners are cool. So, once again, guys, as always, I have not changed. I am still the fish tank guy. I'd like to thank you for checking out the channel, liking and commenting on my videos. And if you have not yet done so, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button and keep checking out my channel on a regular basis. So, until the next Fish Tank Guy video, did I say Fish Tank Guy? I did. Until the next Fish Tank Guy video, I will see you guys soon.